Our new tower Buzzer here is actually really overpowered currently. I don't think it's intentional, because what was meant to be his harmless ability is actually one of the most broken things in the game. But right now we're just going to be running some tests to prove the point. The only two towers I'm bringing that matter right now are Buzzer, Slime King, and potentially Discount Dog in the future. Of course, if you're gonna do this strategy in an actual game, you're gonna want to bring Lemonade Cat. So we're gonna simulate a full lobby, which would mean we get 12 buzzers.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Then we get 6 Slime King.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5.
6.
Alright, so both of these are maxed. What's interesting about Buzzer is her ability load is actually pretty fast. It's just waiting for the Slime Kings right now. Spawn mob, hero data, Slime King, then Buzzer. So what that does is, if you don't know this about the Buzzer ability, it essentially doubles your summon's HP when it dies. So as you can see, even without it, it's doing quite a good amount because of the Infernal Slimes. And I think it also doubles the effect the Infernal Slimes leave on it. So the bees and those are gone! I wasn't here to explain it, but we just did 8 million damage. You could argue it's a little hard to get the mana, but for each person, it should only cost around 50k, which is like, oh my god. So as you see, his price doesn't go up, but Slime King does. Now, since you would never go against a boss with 10 million HP, there is at least the Slime Kings. Now, these Slime Kings, there's about 6 of them on here, so I think you don't even need to summon the Slime King. You could still just do it without it. I'm skipping over this section of the stream mainly because it goes nowhere, but what I feel is important to mention is that Summoner Leg can and will kill you. Because you don't know what Summoner Leg is, but if you have too many summoners and too many enemies coming at the same time, it can really mess up your game, causing lag, you know, stuff like that. So even with all the lag settings on, like hide heroes, hide enemies, low graphics, all that stuff, it still will kill you. Now, what this can cause is the enemies can go through your slimes and your bees. Sometimes it will just look like they're not attacking, and they still are, but most of the time they just stop attacking altogether, and, well, you're kind of screwed. Boom. Yet another one I'm kind of just breezing over, but this is a key example of the Summoner Leg. Now, you could hypothetically beat something like Bleak Barons with this, except there is one thing you have to take into account, being Summoner Leg. With a path that short, you're clearly not going to get enough time to deal with it like we had on Clouded Catastrophe, but you will almost certainly die because, well, they're just going to go through your enemies. And Bleak has a lot of enemy spam and a really short path. See, already 50k down. All the bees are on him, meaning he's taking a ton of damage. 160k, dude. We win. We got this. If you have a good enough PC to bear the leg, you got it. You got this. See how much that does? Boom. So what was there to gain from this experience? Please use this as much as you can before it gets nerfed. I doubt it's going to be nerfed within the next day or so. So while this is out, I really recommend just, having fun with it while you can. Maybe beating some stuff while you can. And overall, just trying to have a fun time with it. Because I think most of the time in a game, when something is overpowered is when you have the most fun. And no, those overpowered things don't have to be super expensive. They can just be something as simple as, hey, look, this tower, it's got a cool ability. It's got a little glitch with it. You can have fun. And I like that. I'm a big fan of when they do that. I think the small changes made in the meta as well are also just really good for the game. And overall, this is a pretty good update. Yeah, maybe a video on my final thoughts on it sometime this weekend. But right now I'm just kind of tired. You gotta love a pizza. Love a pizza.